Welcome to the GG3 Hunger Games 2023. Crazy how we got 100 views on the other Hunger Games video. Okay, so let's get right into it. Because last time I wasted 5 entire minutes of your life. I'm kidding. Anyway, enjoy. Ratel rips a mace out of Tin's hands. Descender runs away from the cornucopia. Jari and Kid Archius and rejected player work together to get as many supplies as possible. Jaeger clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Indy stays at the cornucopia for resources. Lynchius falls into a pit and dies. Toon Link runs away from the cornucopia. Galaxy decapitates Guiding Light with a sword. Trios runs away from the cornucopia. Gemus runs away from the cornucopia. Dupe grabs a backpack not realizing it's empty. Golfy grabs a shield leaning at the cornucopia. Chamber runs away from the cornucopia. Zack runs. Archius snatches a pair of swords. Effects tends a canteen full of water. Mansu runs away. Board bashes Optimum Prize's head against a rock several times. Lamb stays at the cornucopia. Timmy begs for Zack to kill him. He refuses, keeping Timmy alive. Rejected receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Descender attacks Kid Archius, but he manages to escape. Ratel collects fruit from a tree. Jard begs for Trios to kill him. He refuses, keeping Jard alive. Galaxy picks flowers. Golfy pushes Toon Link off a cliff during a knife fight. Dupe searches for fire. Effects discovers a river. Chamber chases Archius. Lamb gets clean water from unknown sponsor. Gemus injures himself. Board attacks Jaeger, but Mansu protects him, killing Board, while Indy falls off of a cliff into a frozen lake and turns into a dead ice cube. Archius gets fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Zack begs for Trios to kill him. He refuses, keeping Zack alive. Lamb dies from thirst. Timmy, Dupe, and Chamber sleep in shifts. Mansu gets explosive from unknown sponsor. Jaeger passes out from tiredness. Kid Archius tries to treat his infection. Jard goes to sleep. Galaxy unknowingly eats toxic berries. Rejected begs for Ratel to kill him. He refuses, keeping Rejected alive. Descender sleeps. Gmos and Golfy looks at the night sky, while Effects tries to treat his infection. Kid Arc 3US searches for firewood. Rejected tries to sleep through the entire day. Zack receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Chamber spears Trios in the Obondum. Effects tends to Gmo's wounds. Rato travels to higher ground. Jaeger questions his sanity. Timmy, Jard, and Descender hunt for other tributes. Dupe attacks Archius, killing him. Mansu bashes Golfy's head in with a mace. Gmos gets fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Jard, Descender, and rejected player unsuccessfully ambush Ratel, Kid Archius, and Timmy, who kill them instead. Dupe and Mansu fight Jaeger and Chamber. Dupe and Mansu survive.
Let's go!
Kid Archius takes a staff leaning against the cornucopia. Effects ambushes Timmy and kills him. Gmos falls into a pit and dies. Zack makes a wooden spear. Rato injures himself. Kid Archius, Marsu, and Dupe hunt for other tributes. Effects gets a hatchet from sponsor. Zach climbs a tree to rest. Minsa sets up a camp for the night. Rato climbs a tree to rest. Dupe effects. Kid Archies discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Zach scares a kid off. Effects decapitates Mansu with a sword. Dupe chases Rato. Kid Archies dies from hypothermia. New. Dupe and Zach tell stories about each other. Rato sees a fire. Effects starts a fire. Zach and Dupe work together for the day. Effects kills Rato for his supplies. The remaining tributes begin to hallucinate. And no one dies. Zach does something really bad to himself. And Effects snaps Dupe's neck. Congrats, Effects! You win! Also, thanks to Indy for the thumbnail. I love it! Now bye, my friends.